If you know you need to start delegating some tasks off your to-do list, but the act of delegating and training new people seems like so much work in itself, this video is for you because I'm going to show you exactly how to create standard operating procedures in your business the easy way so you can start delegating and scale your business. Let's watch.
When I started growing Wex, I learned early on that I would never be able to scale the company all by myself. So I decided to start hiring people, virtual assistants, contractors, and while that was definitely the right decision, I did it the completely wrong way. I got so overwhelmed with trying to train all these new hires and ensure that the business was still running efficiently and smoothly. And when a new task came up that I felt they didn't know how to do, I just said to myself, I'll just do it. It's easier. I need it done right. Which you can see how that would lead to complete burnout. And also, as someone that travels for business, speaking engagements, press tours, book tours, networking events, just conferences, I needed to ensure that my business would run efficiently while I was gone, while I was on stage. And so this is why it was so important for me to really learn how to delegate, because this just led me to complete burnout, trying to figure out how to train all these new people, run my business, be the face of my business. And so I had to find a solution. And that's when I discovered SOP'S, Standard Operating Procedures. The thing is, expectations can't be implied. You have to tell people exactly what they need to do and ensure that they have the support and the resources to be able to meet those expectations. That means transferring what's in your head onto paper. Standard operating procedures help everyone get on the same page. It helps people understand what to do, when to do it, how to do it, and why they're doing it. And it's more than just documentation. This is about business growth. So what is an SOP? Well, by standard definition, SOPs, standard operating procedures, are step-by-step processes required to complete specific repetitive tasks. Now, there are so many examples, but just some ideas of different SOPs that you can implement in your business would be around these areas. Marketing. So for example, creating and publishing content, scheduling email sequences, creating launch debriefs, communication within your Facebook group, customer service, onboarding and offboarding clients, sales. It's like putting together a proposal or a timeline and communication for sales cycles, documenting conversations. Operations. SOPs can be for organizing tasks and folders within your organization tools, sending out thank yous, scheduling meetings, setting up new forms or responses. Accounting tasks, invoicing. There are so many different examples, but think about how much better you would feel, how much more confident you would feel when you're out on a speaking engagement and you know if a task comes up, you could forward that to a VA, a contractor, to an assistant, to an employee, and they know exactly how to do it, even if they've never done it before. It is game changer in your business to take it to that next level so you can focus less on these repetitive tasks and more on what you love to do. So here's how to get started. And please keep in mind that your SOPs will be unique to your business. You can make them as detailed as needed based on your systems and processes. I am just going to give an overview of a guideline so you know how to get started. So step number 1. I would like for you to create a list of the systems that you can create SOPs for. These should relatively be tasks you do on a recurring basis. You do not need SOPs for tasks that you only do once. These are for recurring tasks, recurring processes, and things that you can delegate. They don't need you to be doing it. So here's some examples of SOPs that we have in our business. We have administration SOP, event operations SOP, customer service, Facebook group, job form, new event tech setup, outreach, sales, social media, speaking, programming. So like I said, There, you really can have an SOP for almost everything you do in your business that is recurring. Again, you're gonna do it over and over and over again. So we have SOPs for everything. So that's the first step. Write out a list of all the systems, processes, tasks that you do on a recurring basis, because those are the things that you want to create SOPs around. Step number 2. Decide on where you will create and store your SOPs for all current and future team members to access easily. And so ours looks a little bit like this. We have a folder called WEX Tools. And in this folder, we have systems and processes that we do on a recurring basis. So our entire team has easy access to it. And we have a folder specifically for our SOPs. So if you look in our folder, you'll see all our different SOPs: admin, challenge launch SOP, clubhouse SOP, customer service, event operations, and they are all documented right here. So anytime we hire a new VA, an intern, a new employee, we can give them access to the SOPs that are relevant to their job position, and they have what they need to get started. That will help them also feel way more confident when you are starting to delegate tasks their way. Now, after you wrote your list of all the tasks that you'd like to create SOPs for, and you have your organization set of where you're creating SOPs and storing them for easy reference, step number 3 is to create your first SOP. But please note, we do not want you to take the time to create SOPs for every item that you just wrote on your list. We want you to spend your time selling, speaking, making an impact, growing your business, doing what you love. The key to business growth is all about efficiency. And this is the beauty of SOPs. They don't only help you run your business efficiently, but when you create them, you can do it efficiently. So we're gonna start with creating your first SOP, and then for the remainder, what we want you to do is to make a conscious effort that when you find yourself doing a repetitive task, open up your Google Doc and start writing out the steps of what you're doing while you're doing it. So next time that you are making a calendar invite and you want to delegate that, write out the steps of how you want these calendar invites to be sent. Next time you're creating content, scheduling content, negotiating a speaker fee, whatever task it may be that you would like to delegate either now or in the future. This is all about business growth also in the future. Write and document the steps that you're taking so you can next time delegate it. You don't have to do it anymore. But for right now, we do want you to start with one SOP. And if you don't have a general administration SOP, that's the one that we recommend starting with. Or if you are hiring a new VA or have an assistant and you have tasks that you'd like to delegate and you want them to take on this task, then you can create an SOP for that. As an example, we just hired a video virtual assistant to edit some of our videos. So we are creating SOPs while we're editing the videos so we could pass that and delegate it to her. So whether you have employees, contractors, virtual assistants now, or you're a solo entrepreneur, you are going to need to delegate tasks in the future. And this is going to be a game changer for your business growth and your personal well-being. I mean, think about the next time you want to take a vacation with your family. We don't want you stressing that your business needs you. We want to make sure that you have the systems in place now and for the future so you can live as a CEO, as a founder, and enjoy the process. So take some time, create your SOP system so you can work less in the business and more on the business, doing what you love. Bonus tip right here. So glad you stuck around. So sometimes certain tasks are easier to show versus write it all out so people can understand it better. So when those tasks come up, what I'll do is while I'm doing the task, because it needs to get done, I will pull up my screen recording software and record my screen as I'm performing the task while explaining it via voiceover. There are so many tools on the web that you can use, and we linked some below for reference on how to do this, but now you have a video as your SOP. You could send that to your new person that you're delegating this task to, and they have exactly what they need to see it in action to make sure the task is done right.